Hey Capricorn, welcome, welcome. I am bringing you a general reading for the collective of Capricorn Sun and Rising. This one, not really date or time specific, but please make note that we are in the energy of the new moon in Aries, and so that energy may definitely impact this reading. In case you missed it, I did do a new moon in Aries reading for the collective, so that's already uploaded, and you can check that out. So that's good for all signs. It's just a channeled message. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I want to be sure that you know I see you and appreciate you stopping by. If you enjoy the reading, I do hope you'll join us by subscribing. And for those returning who may or may not be subscribed, please check out the membership. There is a link below in the description box or a little join box next to the subscribe button, so you can check it out. I will be hosting the second masterclass. The first was on Akashic Records. The second is on Twin Flame, Soulmates, and Karmic Partners. That will be on, I want to say Wednesday the 14th. So if you want to check out the membership and all that it has to offer before then, so you can get in on that masterclass. Those run an hour to an hour and a half long. So it's like a deep dive. It's in a Zoom chat, so we're kind of all able to contribute and interact. Very, very much fun. So I'd love to see you there. Also, you know, I always forget to say, if you like the video, like the video. If you feel so inclined, please feel free to share it far and wide with your friends. And as always, subscribe. That's my ask. That's all I ask in exchange for all the free content I upload daily. Okay? All right. I am actually pulling for you from Queen of the Moon Oracle. Want to get a little feel for where you've been, where you are, where you're headed, Capricorn. So let's see what's coming through for you. All righty. Oh, interesting, interesting. Oh, perfect. I get so animated. All right. So we have where you've been. So this, for me, I like to look at each lunar cycle. So from the last new moon in Pisces to this new moon, you've been in a state of action here. Action. I love this graphic. I don't know if you can see. It's like a ballerina, and she's doing this magnificent leap, and the swirl of her skirt is just gorgeous. So it's been a phase of action for you, probably spurred on by that full moon in Libra. Although Libra's more about striking a balance and harmony, you probably were gearing up for this Aries new moon. Where are you now? Card number 5, growth. And that's perfect for the new moon in Aries, because the new Aries is a cardinal sign. So it's that startup energy. This is a perfect like startup, the literal term of a startup for like a business or an idea or a project, something you're trying to take all the action you've put in up till now and now push it forward. Really perfect energy for this new moon in Aries. And where are you headed? Card number 7. Okay, so we are thinking of our connection to our higher self, spirit of the universe, and it's nourishment. I love that, nourishment. So I'm going to read that one a little bit for you here just to be sure I understand exactly what that's trying to say. I don't pull it a lot. So choose to nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Feed your values. When you are jealous or envious, it is a sign of what you are actually hungering for. Pay attention to your health. So that's just a little abbreviated explanation. So yeah, nourish yourself, mind, body, and soul. Feed your values and observe where you kind of feel like, oh, you know, not envy in a bad way, but kind of just, you know how we get a little, we look at, even I get that way. I see readers doing super, super well, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could have, you know, that kind of feedback or that kind of growth, right? And so I got to nourish myself and sort of look at that and say, well, I'm hungering for some more growth. So now it's up to me to take the action needed to spur on the growth of what I'm trying to accomplish. So I used myself as an example so you could see how this could work in your own life, Capricorn. Beautiful. I am doing a different spread. I don't know if you've been watching any of the other readings in this series. So for this Aries through Pisces, and I'm on you, Capricorn, I'm just focusing on your energy. I'm not doing the separation of masculine, feminine. You could be here as a divine masculine or a feminine. You could be here as a Capricorn sun. You could be here as a Capricorn rising. You could be here as a cross watcher. So I'm leaving it open, and I'm focusing on calling in the energies for Capricorn sun and rising. So let's take a look at what's coming through Capricorn sun and rising. Just FYI, we've had a string of massive storms come through. I'm now on the second day of it. So if there is any delay in this video, or if it happens to show up early, it's either because I want to get ahead of that storm, or if I get caught too late in it, I might have to wait to upload it if the power goes out. So just a little 411. Let's see. Ooh. So this is what's happening or in your state of mind at the moment. How you're perceiving a situation is that Knight of Wands. There's passion here. Could be somebody coming back from the past, or a cycle repeating with somebody that brings a lot of passion to the table. Could be you as well. Wow, and here you are, crossing this energy. So this crossing card represents the challenge. It's a problem that may be facing you, and I'm feeling the repeated patterns. Okay, I'm feeling a cycle on repeat. And so this energy here, Capricorn, even though this is a card that represents your energy, in its highest vibration, what we all look to you for is that dedicated work, that focus, even a little stubbornness, real super tenacious energy that sort of helps you as that goat climb that mountain straight up, right? Defying gravity. So there's some good energy about the devil in that way. The other positive energy with the devil is just kind of like let your hair down, live a little, right? Walk on the wild side, as it were. But we all know that some of the more difficult and challenging energies of Capricorn is that when that stubbornness tips over into any measure of control or manipulation, right? So we have to be careful. Repeated patterns, karmic patterns, and lessons that kind of keep playing on repeat. So we will look at that. Yes, underneath in the subconscious realm here, what's in your psyche is, I don't know my next best step. I'm feeling kind of stuck and trapped. Both of these cards are energies of feeling trapped. So we're going to look at that. In your recent past, King of Pentacles, this is a masculine archetype of life partner. Could be you, Capricorn, because it is earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming through. But the King of Pentacles is usually rock solid and steady and reliable and responsible and predictable. The kind of person that shows up for the people in their lives. Could be a husband, could even be a boss for some of you, or an authority figure of some sort. And okay, so what's crowning you here is this Eight of Cups. I'm getting a feeling that what I'm seeing here is more of a desire to kind of turn your back on the drama, right? Going in search of that Two of Cups. You see the blank space here and the blank space there. We've got 8 cups. That's nice. It's lovely, but it's not enough. And so we begin the hermit's journey up the side of the mountain, searching for that Two of Cups, right? Something that brings in the 10 of Cups, that beautiful sense of completion. So I'm not feeling that it's, I'll clarify, but I'm kind of feeling it's more like I've had enough of the drama of this energy that can be impulsive and doesn't have the staying power. I am going to tell you that the new moon in Aries reading was about a love, manifesting a love that stays. So this card showed up right in this part of the reading, indicating again that there's something that's kind of in and out, and therefore doesn't have the staying power, which is what you're really looking for. Okay, got it. One last card for your future, what's coming up in the future. Boom. Three of Swords, Capricorn, say it isn't so. So I'm kind of pulling it here just so that I'm not going to comment on it so much. I'm going to pull it and leave it here, and I'll clarify, because sometimes the Three of Swords comes out reversed where we get beyond the heartache. And since I see this sort of conscious awareness of something that you need to part with, something you need to leave behind, can be an energy, can be a person, but it can also be an energy of drama and a situation that is not emotionally fulfilling. So I'm going to leave this here and we will look at that. Okay, starting with this Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius, by the way. Whew. Show me the Knight of Wands. And especially because the phase that you're in right now is about growth, I can see you saying, yeah, I've had enough of this pattern on repeat. Interesting, right? So a delay here, flag on the play. I kind of feel like as this energy repeats and comes in, you're not taking action on it. You're the one pulling back in that Hanged Man energy to kind of get the 30,000 foot view. You are going to seek to better understand it. So you're not going to act on whatever this energy is. You're going to pull back and wait for enlightenment. See the orb around his head, indicating the connection to the divine, and wait, this is a wait and see energy. There is a bit of a sacrifice there because you don't get to act on your impulse, but it's self-imposed. Got it? I'm feeling it's self-imposed. Trying to see see the situation from all angles, from other points of view, making sure that you understand it fully before you take any action. I love that we have the Magician that came through in this spot in the new moon reading as well. And what's underneath? What are you manifesting? Boom, brand new day. Potentially exploring a new path, right? A new leg of your journey here, especially if you're wrapping up a cycle, if you're walking away from a repetitive, karmic, toxic cycle. So maybe here, that's why this is here, because even though on some level underneath you're aware that you're ready for a new phase or a new leg of your journey, you're not sure of your next best step. Hint, hint. Look at the water, look at the puddle. Next best step is to drop into your feelings, because that Eight of Swords is overthinking energy. And we can get trapped in that, my lists have lists and I have to think about this scenario or that scenario, or this scenario happening in this time frame or that time frame. And what happens is we don't take any action. We don't make any forward progress at all. Sorry about my buzzing phone. I'm not sure you can hear it, but all the warnings coming in. Yay. Okay, so King of Swords. I'm kind of going to look at this. Hold on. One of these. I'm going to look at this in a second. Yes. Got it. There's the Divine Masculine underneath. There's the Capricorn energy coming back in. That could be you, or it could be this repeating pattern. And then we've got that worry of the Nine of Swords. Ow. All right, Capricorn. So at least we know underneath who the players are. We are concerned, worried, upset. We've got the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords, something running on a loop. We're overthinking a situation, maybe even a little OCD about it, right? Can't kind of think of anything else, but think about it. It's a lot of powerful energy there. The, I will say, the Emperor and the Devil coming out together is one of those common combos where there's an there's an exercise of extreme control. So there may be serious control issues. There may be manipulation at play here, something that you're at least worried about, being dragged into something that kind of keeps repeating. What's repeating? That's Seven of Swords. Some measure, some perception on your part, at least in your psyche, that you may be being played, or that you're not seeing the situation clearly and therefore fooling yourself or lying to yourself about it. With regard to this King of Swords, the King of Swords is kind of cool and aloof. Distant, cool, and aloof, because all the kings have extra swords. So swords on swords can be pretty steely and cold. And I have a feeling that you may be dealing with somebody who doesn't emote a lot. Right? Could be you, but I'm feeling like it's not, I'm reading for you about your situation. And because I see your concern here, your worry here about somebody that may not be super accessible, and your worry may be around, are they dealing with you in an above board way? What's coming through underneath is your concern that they are not. And that you're just going to go back through an old painful cycle again. So that's underneath, means it's in your psyche. What we have in the past, King of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles. Wow, that's lovely. All right, I see the resistance. So what I'm feeling happened here in the past is in this beautiful energy of the Nine of Pentacles, she's someone who can attract something to herself, but when it comes to a love life, she doesn't get it on lock, right? This is the always single person in the tarot. So let me walk you through it because it came out in the reading as well for the new moon. So, and bear with me because this is going to take a second. When it comes to manifestation, as I was saying in that reading, if you didn't watch it, you're going to want to. Manifestation requires an alignment of head and heart. Your thoughts, the way you think about it, what your intention is, and your heart, your belief that you're deserving of what you're trying to manifest. If you are trying to manifest your happiness here in a partnership, right? Life partnership with somebody who has staying power and who shows up for you and has your back, and you're this single person and you're trying to manifest that, you have to believe you deserve it. So in the past, there may have been an issue with that because I see the resistance underneath. Got it? So I don't know who the resistance, was the person who was in the energy of resistance. I know you're kind of over it right now, but I'm saying that for a reason, because this new moon also happens to have Mercury right there. Next to the sun and the moon, we've got Mercury, and we've also got Venus. Now, Venus is not happy in Aries. She's not a fan of Mars. She doesn't like all the, the masculinity. So she's not really leading the show, but she's there in alignment with Mercury. So this is the best new moon possible to set intentions and get into your heart, really drop into it, with the belief that you are deserving of what you're trying to manifest. That is my little speech. End of rant. Okay, so now we've got this Eight of Cups right now. This is your conscious awareness. Something's not fulfilling you completely here. You're ready to move on. So I feel as if in your conscious awareness, you are aware that there is something that is not serving your highest good on an emotional level. Now we've got the Cancerian energy of the Chariot, moving forward, moving on victoriously. Wow, King of Wands. Ooh, could be moving toward, I'm going to say not moving towards someone, going in search of someone who is very clear about what they want. This is the I see it, I want it, I claim it, it's mine kind of energy in its highest vibration. Very powerful, attractive, and attracted. There's like chemistry coming from the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands in their lower vibration can be an unavailable lover, right? So it's possible that you're walking away and moving on from that, or going in search of the higher vibration of that, that energy. Yes. Communications on your mind. That's also a travel card. We've got, you know, 2 travel cards here. So for some of you, it may actually involve relocation. That may be considered a move of some sort, a trip of some sort for some of you. Looking at the 3 of Swords in the future. Seven of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, this just did it for me. Patiently waiting the message of love or apology for breaking your heart. Oof. So I'm glad I saved the Devil. I saved it for last. It's what's crossing here. It is your card. It shows up twice now, and I want to kind of go through and see the whole story before, you know, pulling for that. And I'm seeing this sort of, I've had enough. I'm walking away from what no longer serves me. And maybe you're going to communicate with this King of Wands that you're, you know, that may be the object of your desire, but it may keep bringing in, they may be cool, they may be in King of Swords energy. You want the King of Wands, you want their passion, you want their reciprocal desire for you. And so in the future, you may be patiently waiting for this message of love or apology before you choose the new path, right? Because we have the Fool, it could be a new path. But there's a path that you know on some level underneath that you need to choose here, Capricorn. And I think you're going to wait it out. So now let's look at what this Devil is trying to tell us. What is the challenge with the Devil energy, please? Yes. It's just old patterns with this past life soulmate, the twin. So, what that tells me is that you're going through a phase of karmic lessons with the twin, with the past life soulmate. There's nostalgia and warm feelings here. This is the soul you've traveled through lifetimes with, and there's some lesson, there's something that keeps repeating. And I have a feeling that you've already kind of resolved that lesson, but the pattern keeps being brought back in. And that's what you're finally deciding. Maybe I need to manifest a new path forward. Wow. One more on that. Yeah, lots of conflict. Now, this can also represent external influences in terms of other people in the mix. So there could be some, you know, this is kind of, there's conflict, there's a lack of harmony, there's disunity, things are just off balance. It's a situation that kind of feels like it's never ending. And it's a disturbance. It's interfering in the smooth flow of this connection. Oh my gosh, I get it. All of the warnings, I see you. Sorry. So that makes sense to me, Capricorn. If it makes sense to you, I'm going to take it to the extended, and I'm going to do a couple of things. The first thing I'm going to do is complete the rest of the Celtic cross with regard to advice for you from your higher self, spirit, the universe, your spiritual team. Let's get some advice or guidance for you on the situation. That'll be interesting. The second card is actual external influences. What might be coming into this situation that's beyond your control that may impact the outcome. Then we're going to look at your hopes and or fears, what's really weighing on your mind in terms of what you're hoping to bring, your intention setting, what you're hoping to manifest and or your fears about the situation, and then the outcome position. What might you expect going forward? So we'll look at that. Then I'm going to do little 3-card spreads for the following signs. I'm definitely going to do Pisces. I'm going to do Virgo and Gemini. I'm going to do the Fool, which is Aquarius. I'm going to do Aries. I got Leo over here. I got Cancer up here. That's 6. And I will do Capricorn. That's 7. That's the most I've ever done. They're going to be little spreads. So if you are dealing with anyone who has those signs in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus. So it's a Capricorn sun or rising with the sun, moon, rising, or Venus of Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Capricorn, the sun, and Cancer. Oh, that's 8 signs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. We'll be here a while. So the link to the extended is below. We're going to look at a lot of stuff and get a lot of clarity here for you, Capricorn. I look forward to seeing you there in a second. Otherwise, have a wonderful new moon, sending you blessings. Set those intentions and go big, because Jupiter's also in the picture. So there's an opportunity for real good luck and expansive manifestation. And just believe in your heart that you deserve what you are asking for. Okay? And I'll see you in a future reading. Take care.